Yeah, this Australian we met yesterday, he's been here for 3 years, and he says that about 2-3 months ago the whole place was saturated with men in black, FBI, Secret Service and everything, going up and down roads, checking everything, checking houses, everything from bombs and stuff, and then they all disappeared, and they were looking out for undesirables in the area who were persuaded to go. That was his story.
And now we're going to, and now we're going to infiltrate.
I think we should go and see what we can see.
The public has a right to know.
They do.
The public may have a right to know, but the people in this cafe, I think, shouldn't know.
I agree.
Well, you've got to go in up the road that says no through road, because we've got to sit in the car and get a shot of you going up the road. So you've got to go in. You've got to be the guinea pig. But you're a brave man, Alex, aren't you?
No problem, yeah.
So that's cool. I wouldn't ask a man who wasn't as brave as you.
All right, it's no big deal. I'm just gonna go in and make sure everything goes good. My only concern is figuring out the right type of baggage to carry this in. Also, still shot cannon.
Well, I personally would recommend that you wide yourself up with your what's it called?
Hidden camera.
Yeah, your hidden camera that's in the shape of a pager.
Problem is, we got some stuff on last night. We checked it out, but it's very unwieldy, not trustworthy.
Right.
If I can just get in the woods with this, it's over.
That's true.
And even if I'm going early now. I'm probably going about 3:30 with Mike, and we'll just hang out inside in case they throw me out. I'm still getting back in the property.
Oh, so you're gonna go in way before Rick gets here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, we'll just sit in the car.
But I mean, you understand why? Not because I want to hang out in there all day. It's because I've got to get in. Because if they catch me, then I'm got to sneak back in.
Yeah.
I will not be stopped.
You know, I went with Big Jim Tucker from the Spotlight to a Bilderberg meeting last year, but that was my first time, and we got chased away by men in dark glasses, and you know, I was a bit scared then, but I feel safe with you, Alex.
Well, Tucker's a good rider.
Oh yeah, I like Tucker.
It was the night of July 15th, 2000. Mike Hansen and I were about to attempt the first ever successful infiltration of the Bohemian Grove. Others have tried and failed. No one has ever actually made it in and out with video evidence. After careful planning, we decided the best tactic would be to insert ourselves about a half mile from the main entrance into the heavily wooded area, entering the gorge by stealth and getting into the main parking area. From there, we posed as Bohemian Club members, thus entering the inner sanctums of the New World Order. Just like that. No, I got it, honey. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good, Alex.
Be careful, baby.
Okay.
I don't want you to go anywhere.
I'll be safe. Don't worry about it, guys. Come on.
Be careful, Mike. God bless.
Yeah, pray for us. Keep the evil off of us.
Be careful.
Yeah, go ahead and go.
walk on up here for a second. When's the next shuttle coming? Well, we're inside the Bohemian Grove. We're actually not inside yet, Mike.
Well, we're in the parking lot. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Aren't they the biggest? Oh, they are. They're the biggest, like, living thing, I think, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're incredibly large. There's one up there that you can drive a car on top of one, you know.
On top of it,
Yeah.
lying down?
Yeah. That you can actually,
Well, they used to have the one you could drive through.
that's also there. That's up there. Boy, it's nice when that cool wind hits you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Make me make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much did the road cost?
This thing?
No, the road.
The rope.
The road. The road.
Rope.
That you
Oh,
bought?
that.
Oh, road.
Oh, rope. It was 88. Yeah, I thought you said rope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought rope and rope. Can't hear anything with this wind. Look at this thing. Seen some years. Pretty nice. Actually.
Yeah.
This is the oldest one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Other than maybe that little red one. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I think when you go to heaven, they have buses like this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Let's see if we got one up here.
Yeah, is there another one coming? Oh, good.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
See you.
Your brother, your father business?
Yeah.
So that Marty thing was like.
We don't have time in the documentary to show you an entire tour of the 2,700-acre compound in the middle of the gorge. Besides the fact we didn't even have time to see but about 20% of it in between dodging security personnel. Unfortunately, we were using digital tapes that were 1 hour. Several of the confrontations were not caught on tape. We had sheriff's deputies, Secret Service, you name it, question us on who we were. We just told them we were with the hillbillies. That's where the Bushes stay, you know, because we've got Texas accents.
Close back in the corner right over there.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, this goes good. Oh.
Here's just one of many signs sporting French with skulls adorned with other trappings of death. We also saw signage with Latin and other ancient languages. Now we're about to let you see a little bit of what's going on with the great owl.
There's the owl. I'm getting this. I'm getting bold. This is the owl. I'm getting this, Allie.
Let's get out of here.
I like that.
Here you can see the bottom of the stone owl with the altar and the eternal flame, a Aladdin lamp style urn that continually burns year-round, we're told. And here's a side shot from about 30 yards away of Moloch, the Canaanite deity to which children were sacrificed to in Babylon. And yet another slowed down close shot. Again, the eternal flame burning, the altar, the bottom extremities of the 40-plus foot stone deity, and there is a shot of its head as well. Again, we've slowed down this video because we only actually had about 5 seconds of it on our hidden cameras, so you can have a chance to get a closer look at it. You will see it during the ceremony. Speaking of the ceremony, we were on the left-hand side of the lake about 150 yards downstream beneath those large redwood trees. Much of the ritual you're going to witness took place on the right-hand side of the lake and at the northern tip beneath Moloch. Keep in mind the scale of the idol compared to those giant redwood trees. It's at least 45 feet tall. Now, the daytime vantage you're witnessing is basically the vantage that we shot the ceremony from at night. This is America, and it's been going on for 120-plus years in Northern California. This is not some new fad. We're talking about something deadly serious with its roots in ancient history.
We may have to.
A thirsty man. Look out.
Reagan was a turning point for us. Didn't realize at the time it was. And
anytime I shoot.
turning point for us.
Oh, really?
So many liberal Democrats in their time to turn things around.
It was all live.
Was it right?
No,
It's probably as accurate as we know. Yeah.
We had already been questioned 3 separate times by the Bohemian Club security, Secret Service, and Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. To evade discovery, we decided to try for one of the more remote areas of the camp, according to our map, the most southerly side, and a lookout point, an observation deck over the Russian River. While Mike Hansen was watching for the sheriff's deputies that were down the path and over the bridge in a guard shack, I began to shoot the video you just witnessed. After we turned the camera off, one of the Sonoma County Sheriff's deputies showed up and began asking us why we were filming. We calmly told him we were just sightseeing as members of the Bohemian Club. The point that has to be made here, though, is they do have hidden cameras, because there's no way that they would have been able to witness us videotaping from where the guard shack was located. And then upon walking back by the guard shack, we actually witnessed banks of television screens and wires leading up into the redwoods and disappearing. Also visible from the observation deck is the famous sunning area for the establishment lackeys and their pomps. Here you can see some of the fine carpeting out on the floaty. The long history of men enjoying themselves has even been written about in the gossip column of the San Francisco Chronicle, writing that a man on his own often gets invited back to the camp by gay bohemians. Even 100-year-old annals have admitted the homosexual activities. After escaping the sheriff's department, Mike and I traveled high into the hills to wait until dark and the beginning of the Cremation of Care ceremony. Before the Cremation of Care, all the Bohemian Club members begin a massive feast of revelry.
He's so pissed off at
After the feast, cult members travel from the main dining area under the trees out to the eastern side of the lake, where they congregate and prepare themselves to properly thank their deity. Again, the 3,000-plus-year-old Moloch.